which is this quote. This quote has caused a meltdown, and
even his cat closed his eyes like, yep, this man no longer wants to change my litter box. He no longer wants to give me my food in my bowl. Look at that. His cat closed his eyes like, yep, this dude MBG ain't been acting the same ever since this new announcement.
Look, man.
Look at that. He's even breathing. He's gasping for air. You dudes is ridiculous, man. Look at it.
Okay. Which is this quote. This quote has caused a meltdown. And look.
He don't want to talk about it. Oh, PlayStation is third party. Look at Kratos looking at him all aimlessly like, don't do it, boy. Don't say it.
Man. I'm going to read there's a reason I'm going to read the entire quote.
Oh, man, look at that. I mean, you went from being on Xbox to being on PlayStation just for the same thing to happen. Where you going next, MBG, to the Nintendo Switch too? Look at that. His cat turned his head to the side like, I'm embarrassed in you. You know, you're supposed to be human. You're not supposed to be attached to these electronics. You know, I'm your pet. I came first before the PlayStation 5. And look at it. You know, look at that. Your cat don't even want to look you in your face, man. His cat is ashamed of him.
I have a slight disagreement with some people.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I have a slight disagreement.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can find it. So, where I first came across this, and I think where most people first came across this, was from Genki Japan. Genki Japan put this tweet out that is now sitting over 1 million views. From a hardware-centric business model to a community and engagement-based platform business model.
Gamester, what another W. I told you that the push was for live service and subscriptions, and yet you people weren't listening to me. You're like, oh, Gamester, he don't know any better. He's a small YouTube channel. Let's go listen to, you know, what's those people they say on Twitter? I don't even remember these people's names, but they're always using the same exact people. Genki.
Quote, in the gaming business, we are moving away from a hardware-centric business model into a platform business
Look at that.
that expands the community and increases engagement, end quote. Now, a lot of people freaked out just on that quote alone, but the defense, and this is the big thing.
Don't tell me you're doing
this.
The
defense.
Look at that. His cat turned his head to the side like, I can't believe you still damage controlling, bro. You ain't even got to look at this, man. Just look at his cat, bro. I mean, look at this. You can't tell me that your cat is not in disagreement. It's like you bother this cat with the same crap, man. Like, you know, it's about time you put his mattress somewhere else, man. He's tired of listening to you. What do you understand? Look at it. You think I'm lying? The footage speaks for itself. Meow, 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 meow.
That quote is
here we go.
Supposedly out of context.
Oh, here we go. Now it's out of context. So okay, so if it's out of context, then you must provide evidence as to where it's out of context. Okay, let's hear it. Explain.
Now, it is a fact. It is a fact that this quote is literally out of context. That is a fact. It is a smaller quote. It is an excerpt of a larger quote that was taken.
Okay, then explain what this actually all means in the grand scheme of things, because all you're saying that it's out of context without providing any reason as to why it's out of context.
And the reason I'm pointing this out is because when you look at the full quote, it doesn't really.
Like, look at that! Look at it. His cat looked up like, "Oh, what are you about to say now?"
Making it sound like if you read the full quote, then suddenly everything that everybody's assuming isn't true, and I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. I do think that reading the full quote helps, and it makes you realize that it wasn't necessarily something like Sony's not trying to like announce anything. One of the things I said in my video today is that people are acting like this is new.
Oh, here we go again. Bro, what do you mean? What are you talking about? First off, I'm sick and tired of you PlayStation fanboys acting. Yeah, we know it wasn't new. We know it. We've been telling you. But let's not act as if you people weren't saying that PlayStation had exclusives. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that, man. We seen it from you, Reforge. We seen it from every single one of you. Porter Rock was like, why was you clowning these Xbox dudes when Sony was doing the same thing too? Why didn't we just leave them alone? You knew you guys was clowning on these Xbox dudes, talking about you ain't got no exclusives. Now all of a sudden, you want to sit there and change the narrative and say, oh, we already knew this. Get the hell up out of here with this garbage, bro. This is why people keep calling you fanboys out. Because you know why? You people ain't making no goddamn sense. Every time something happens to PlayStation, all you guys want to do is keep double downing on it. Oh, we always knew about. Oh, really? Because your thumbnails, your videos, and the things that you have been saying say otherwise. Because if it's always been the same, then why did we keep saying that Xbox is dead and PlayStation 5 isn't? Because they still have well, they never really did, but they had quote-unquote exclusives that weren't available on other platforms besides PC. The same things you guys clown Xbox gamers are for are the same things that you guys are going through now.
People are acting like this is new. This is not new.
No, but what's new is this new salt that you guys got coming out, claiming that we weren't involved in it. Every single one of you PlayStation fanboys was involved in this garbage. Stop the cat, bro. I just find it so funny. Matter of fact, didn't you say you picked up the PS5 solely due to the reason why Xbox was putting games on other platforms, which meant that you felt that you didn't need the appeal to have one? I mean, at this point, I'm thinking people are just changing platforms just so they can build their useless YouTube channels. That's it. Have you noticed that every time somebody abandons another platform, they start having a bigger YouTube channel? I'm starting to think that this has more to do with, building a community for YouTube and less so about gaming, because let's be honest, you guys ain't never uploaded no gameplay. You never talk about gameplay. Talk about gaming. You can't even articulate gaming. You guys have no gaming history. You guys don't even have a gaming collection, for crying out loud. The vast majority of these dudes don't even have a gaming collection. I'm not saying a gaming collection means anything, because you could have a bunch of games and collect it without playing, but I'm saying at least they have a library of titles that they can go back and play, while you people, I don't know what you people be playing, honestly.
It's hard for me not to acknowledge it, not to talk about it, because these are the headlines. This is the hoopla. This is the drama. This is what everybody is freaking out about. But in reality, if you've been paying any attention, which I assume anybody who's here listening to the stream right now, you probably have tuned into many other streams. If you've been paying any attention to what Sony's leadership has been saying for the last year and a half, which is a long time.
Yeah, but you weren't saying it though. You were saying that everything was all right. PlayStation has exclusives. They'll never put games on Xbox, including Nintendo. These are the stances that you made, MBG. How are you going out like this? How about you apologize, sit there and say we was wrong in what we believed in, and that's it. So we already knew all along that this was going to happen with PlayStation, but you guys did not. Let's stop the cap, bro. You guys clearly knew that this wasn't going to go on. That's what you guys believed. We knew that. That's why you kept clowning people that had a difference of an opinion, telling you that, yes, PlayStation's multiple, PlayStation's this, and you guys was fighting these stances. Let's not forget.
A year and a half. You know that this is nothing new.
Wow.
But the big thing that people are focused on, understandably, hey, yo, what are you doing?
Stop the cat.
What are you doing?
Stop the cat right now. Stop the cat. There you go.
Bro.
He chewing on your headset. He trying to damage it. Let's go. Gabe still with another W, man. Hey, yo, Blinks the Time Sweeper, man. There you go. I told you, man. I'm working together with him. Me and him used to play straight back in the days. And as you can see, he strayed himself right into MBG's home, man. That's my informant right there. I should have told you when you picked him up in the street. Look at that. Yo, go get it.
Guys, soon we're going to need a new headset fund. Boss is getting so upset that he didn't get his treats, he's trying to bite the headset again.
Yeah. So you're not even a beat in it. Exactly. So how about you give the game still with another W? Remember when I said at the start of this video, he doesn't feed his cat, he doesn't change his litter box. this is how much you're losing. I can literally, it's so sad. I feel like Dr. Doolittle that I'm like literally talking to your cat right now and understand how your cat's feeling. Because look at the way you're acting, bro. You're acting like a complete buffoon. Okay? Like, you're so upset about what's going on with PlayStation that you're forgetting to do the necessities of what you should do in regards to taking care of your damn cat. Like, come on, man. You PlayStation fools have lost it, man.
They're not treats. That is plastic. You will get sick. You cannot eat that. You cannot consume that. Oh, my God. He's like, I want that pulse. I moved them. Yeah. I don't know why. I put them there, and I'm like, you know.
Like you said. Then how about you just pull up the bag? How hard is it to get a bag of treats, give your cat, right? Because pets usually work on a schedule. Give the cat its treats, okay? And then continue to do your live stream. But nope. He's going to continue to go on his rant about PlayStation, not feeding his cat.
Probably a bad idea putting them there. He's probably going to start chewing them again.
Then how about you give your cat something to chew on, which is his snack. Look at that. His cat looked at him like, where's my snack, buddy? Where's my snack? Give me my snack.
And Corey the legend. Like,
look at that. He trying to get him. Look at that. Look at that. Give me my snack. Look at that. He trying to claw him up.
He must feel bad. He's like, bro, I can't have my boy Boss out here trying to eat a plastic headset. He comes in and he drops 20 membership gifts on you guys. Boom. Yeah. We see like your exclusives. Like your exclusives, everybody. Yeah. So we're gonna take that Helldivers. We're gonna put it over here on Xbox. How do you feel about that? You gonna leave? You gonna go to PC? You're gonna go to Xbox. That's how Totoki talks, yeah. And
it's really not that serious. They don't care where you go, as long as you continue to support their games. And that's why I laugh at people like Porter Rock when he's talking about, I'm just going to go to PC. Okay, go to PC and continue to buy the same games that you've already had on PlayStation. You already have a catalog of games. See, this is what you guys don't understand. I'm not a type of person that's trying to force people to play on a particular platform. I personally don't care where people play their games. But if you've already paid thousands of dollars worth of games on a platform and you're willing enough to abandon that because of some stupid console war that you people keep talking about, well, then guess what? You are the dumb ones. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to still continue to support consoles, and I don't care what any of you people have to say. If that's where the direction of gaming is going, and that's how I'll be able to have to play, well, then by all means, then I will have to eventually get a PC. But don't think I have to rush. It's like, you people are stupid. You guys do this like this is the problem. If you're chasing the fact that, oh, look at what platform I'm playing on because you feel that it gives you this immunity to where nobody could talk about you, well, guess what? If you do buy a PC and you continue to do these things that you're doing and you're not playing games, well, guess what? That means you're also a fraud and not a real gamer. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you play on. As long as you're out here playing games and doing the bare minimum as to what most gamers should respect. But we got people like this that act like, oh, because I'm on PC, it gives me some form of immunity. Nuh-uh. No, it doesn't, kid. I would respect a person that plays on a console that plays more games than a PC gamer. Just saying. If you're going to PC because you want these benefits and all that, then that's fine. Nobody's going to chastise you for that. But if you're just getting PC and you're still a Twitter warrior and you're not playing games, well, guess what? You have no respect for me. That's I'm just going to keep it 100. I don't care what you play on. It's not about what you play on. It's about what you're doing on the platforms that you're playing on. This is stupid. Man. It's dumb.
They're willing to lose loyal customers for potential customers. That's a good way to. I mean, I would say that is one way to put it. But you want to know what Sony's banking on? Sony's banking on their not going to erode and collapse that 80 to 120 million install base that they have. That's what they're banking on. And that's what people need to understand.
They're not banking on that. They're most definitely, because that 80 to 120 million, even Porter Rock said, we don't buy exclusives. He even came on and said it. We don't buy exclusives. We don't. After all that capping, we don't buy them. I think the man's hurt. I think the man's like, you know what? This is the reality. Y'all don't buy exclusives, because if you did, Sony wouldn't have came up with these strategies. Like I've said before, games still with another W. Remember when I told you about Rebirth 16 and how these games weren't selling well? And now look what ended up happening. Like I said, and remember when I said, if you guys keep continuing to buy Xbox games, you're gonna see Sony do the same thing, because they're gonna take over your store. These are things that I've actually said. I might not be able to find the specific videos, but people that have adamantly been watching my channel know that I've stated these things. Okay? And look what's happening. Everything is happening the same way I told you, fools, and you still want to keep going against me.
They will prioritize. We need to make a console. We need to push that console. We need to make single-player games. We need to push those single-player games. We need those single-player games to win awards. They will prioritize this because they understand that's what's tethered to the 80 to 120 million.
Awards don't equal success, and it doesn't equal money. Because guess what? Astrobot won Game of the Year. But guess what? Guess what game actually won the hearts of gamers? That's right, Black Myth Wukong. And on top of that, it also made some of the most money. It sold very well. So I guarantee if I was the Astrobot developers, I would prefer to be where the Black Myth Wukong developed, because the game actually sold way beyond expectations. Okay? Astrobot only sold good enough to break even.
Have your Call of Duties, have your third parties, have your live services, have your GTAs. All those are check, 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 check. We got to make sure we still have the hardware. We got to make sure we still have the single-player games. Because
yeah, but that has no. See, that's what I'm saying. But where's the identity though? You said a bunch of games that Sony don't own. You said a bunch of games that are available on every other platform. What identity? What identity is what you're talking about?
That's what the 80 to 120 million expect on top of the third party.
No, they expect the third party. What are you talking about? This man acting like his exclusives in the forefront. Bro, your exclusives are far way in the back. It goes third party, Xbox games, which is also third party, whatever, each their own, but we'll just say third party as the mass appeal. Then you got Xbox, and then I don't know what else after that. Then we'll just say PlayStation. That's how your games are way in the back. That's what you don't understand. Your games are not desirable, not even on your own platform, bro.
This is why, notice how they're not telling you, we're going to stop making consoles. We're not going to care anymore about upcoming hardware. We're going to just purely focus on cutting costs. Notice how Sony's out here with the PS5 Pro and not Microsoft. Not Nintendo. Sony.
How would Nintendo have... Hold on, what? What do you mean? I mean, the Switch 2 to some people could be a Pro because it is an enhanced version of the Switch 1 besides some bells and whistles. What are you talking about? The Switch 2 just came out. Hold on, what?
We're going to just purely focus on cutting costs. Notice how Sony's out here with the PS5 Pro and not Microsoft. Not Nintendo.
Nintendo has a new... You know what, bro? I'm just going to let it ride out, bro.
Sony.
It's so bad, it ain't even worth explaining.
They still care about this stuff. It's just they want more. They want more. They want new customers, and they are willing to turn to that die-hard PlayStation fan. And I see a lot of them. And they're willing to say, you know what? I'm betting you won't leave if I put Helldivers on Xbox. And let me ask you.
I mean, Xbox gamers didn't leave when Xbox games came to PlayStation, so there you go. Your answer has already been answered.
How many people just left PlayStation in the last 3 weeks? How many people just said, fuck it, fuck my life?
Porter Rock.
Library. Fuck this
Porter Rock.
console.
Porter Rock.
PS Plus. Screw it.
Porter Rock.
How many people did that?
Porter Rock.
Let me ask you.
Porter Rock.
They come out and they say, all right.
J-Dub.
Help.
Hold on. Porter Rock. J-Dub. Extreme. Porter Rock. J-Dub. Extreme.
Divers on Xbox.
Porter Rock.
And we put Spider-Man 2 on PC, and he still sold 80 million units. Broccoli Rob 69.
But where do we benefit? This was Porter Rock's whole point. Where do we benefit? Because clearly ain't exclusives. Clearly, it doesn't really matter at this point. So at that point, since that don't matter, then we have to focus on something that does, which is value. And Xbox is providing that value. Do you get what I'm saying? They are providing that value that you're not really getting on PlayStation. So right there, that might be more of a reason for people to want to buy the Xbox PC over the PlayStation 6. We'll have to wait and see. But since they're going to have access to PlayStation games anyway and their Xbox catalog, why would anybody want to buy a PlayStation 6? I'm just saying, unless you're like the diehard PlayStation fan.
Says me. Sony's going to say, you know what? Here's Spider-Man 2. Go ahead, Xbox. Enjoy. Full price. We'll do what Microsoft's doing. Full price. How many people are going to leave PlayStation?
We already know that because it's the that's like I've said before. I mean, some diehard fools would, but I'm just saying. At the end of the day, guys, nobody's going to abandon their catalog or their ecosystem of games of what they've supported. So that's why when I hear people like Porterrock saying, I'm just going to PC, and he's willing to abandon thousands of dollars that he spent just to game on PC, I think that's stupid in my opinion. Unless he's really going to dabble, get immolation, or do something even more crazier than that. But if you're just doing it just to play the same type of titles on PC that you've already been playing on PlayStation throughout the years, then I think that's stupid in my honest opinion. I mean, you're still giving PlayStation your money, so you're not really boycotting anything in the first place.
I'm micro crashing you.
I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. MBG, man, as you can see, his cat has left. I mean, his cat just gets tired of him, bro. Every time I make this video, his cat is disappointed. He gets tired of it. You don't feed his snacks. You don't change his litter box. You don't do nothing. I'm surprised you even still have this pet. You know? Like, this is crazy, man. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, take care. Peace out.